I hate waiting. I hate waiting at crossings. You know, when the little man is flashing, I want to race across. I hate waiting at traffic lights. I try and race them. My wife says to me, look at traffic lights as your friend rather than enemy. I hate waiting at doctor's surgeries, and I hate waiting to be picked up from airports. Last couple of days I've been in Sydney and flew back in last night, and my wife was to pick me up. She got sidetracked and lost, and some construction was going on. I had to wait. I hate waiting. Think if you're waiting at an airport, you know, I'm standing there where everybody else is getting picked up, and I'm feeling deserted and abandoned, and no one loves me, and what's happened? You think about all the things that could have gone wrong. She had an accident, she forgot me, she got off with another man. I didn't wait 15 minutes. I hate waiting. When you have to wait, sometimes you get sidetracked and distracted. You focus on other things. That's true for God's people in the time of Malachi. They were waiting. They were waiting for the coming of the Messiah. They were waiting for when God would move in their midst and re-establish the nation of Israel, the nation of Judah, as a great empire. They were waiting for God to intervene again in the lives of the people. They were waiting. And while they were waiting, they become discouraged. I might just take it off another bit. Good things. I don't know what it's like with you. Sometimes when you've been praying and asking God to intervene in your life, and you've been waiting and praying and trying to be faithful, but God doesn't seem to answer your prayer. What happens for you? You get sidetracked. You start doing all sorts of other things, good things. You know, the house needs to be renovated. I've got another job, and I'm focusing my attention on my career or my family, my kids' education, planning a trip overseas. Lots of good things that we can do. But when we get discouraged, when we get despondent, when we get into that sense of despair, we often lose focus on God, God's great command, what God above all else say for us to do. The greatest commandments to love God with all our hearts, with all our mind, with all our strength. To focus on Him in the right place in our lives. To love our neighbour as ourselves. That's what God's called us to do. That's what He calls us to be faithful and to be returns, Jesus returns. But often we get sidetracked. And that was true for the people of God in the time of Malachi. Malachi was writing, saying, "He's my messenger." The title often given to prophets. Prophets were the people sent by God to speak to God's people, to call them back into a right relationship with themselves. Because just like the people of God in the past, it's true of us. We get sidetracked. Other things come in and take precedence and priority in our lives. And God sends prophets and preachers and teachers to call people back into a right relationship with themselves. We read in Malachi that things weren't going well. Let me just read a few verses from chapter 1. We spoke a little bit about this last Sunday. In chapter 1 and verse 30, there's this dispute going on between the people and God. Malachi is acting as like a spokesperson for the people in this discussion or argument or dispute between God and the people. And here, he speaks on behalf of the people, and he says in verse 30, "And you say, what a burden, and you sniff at it contemptuously, says the Lord Almighty." This is God's response. "When you bring injured, lame, and diseased animals and offer them as sacrifices, should I accept them from your hands? Says the Lord. Cursed is the sheep who has accepted the male of his flock, and vows to give it, and sacrifices of blemished animals to the Lord. For I am a great king, says the Lord Almighty. great king to be honoured. And God has said to his people that this is the way that you honour and worship and sacrifice to me. You bring the best. You honour me by giving me the best, the first, the most important. That's how you honour me. But do people do it? They became discouraged and disappointed and despair. And it doesn't really matter. I could just bring my second best. I've got a good lamb, and that's really important. I want to keep that for my breed and all this stuff. I could just bring this one that's not quite so good. Second best. It's true. I think what God says is true of us. Well, God brings a rebuke to the priests. We read that earlier, we'll read it again now. And you can find this on page 873 in the Bible that you'll find in you. It would be great if you could follow it. I just want to read it again and just slow down and just focus on a couple of things. It's a warning to the priests. Because although the people were compromising their faith, God was holding the priests accountable. They were complicit in what was going on. They accepted the second best from the people. And so God has a warning for the priests. Let me read it to you again. It's in chapter 2 of Malachi on page 873. Malachi is the last book in the Old Testament. Malachi chapter 2. And now, you priests, this warning is for you. If you do not listen, and if you do not resolve to honour my name, says the Lord Almighty, I will send a curse on you, and I will curse your blessings. Yes, I have already cursed them because you have not resolved to honour me. Because of you, I will rebuke your descendants. I will smear on your faces the dung from your festival sacrifices, and you will be carried off with it. And you will know that I have sent you this warning, so that my covenant with Levi may continue, says the Lord Almighty. My covenant was with him, a covenant of life and peace, and I gave them to him. This called for reverence. And he revered him and stood in awe of my name. Sure instructions in his mouth and nothing false was found on his lips. He walked with me in peace, love others, and turned many from sin. One of the things that we and I experienced while we were in Korea was this whole sense of honour and respect that's come through Confucian teaching, through Buddhism, into a lot of Asian society, where there is a sense of balance and order in society, when everyone is in their place, when leaders are respected, when fathers are respected, when teachers are respected, when children obey and respond properly. Everyone is doing the right thing. There's order in society. There is harmony. We experience something like that. A great sense of harmony, but a sense of honour for those in authority. We've lost a bit of that in our society. When you think of this context, and Malachi is writing to a society that thought a lot about this sense of honour and shame. And think about the words that God says here, and the shame and dishonour that is reflected in these words. What does he say in verse 3? Because of you, I will rebuke your descendants. I will smear on your faces the dung from your festival sacrifices. What happened when an animal was sacrificed? Obviously it was killed and it was skinned and cleaned and goat, and all that offal was removed and put aside. It was unclean. It was removed so that a pure sacrifice would be offered. What does God say? I'm going to take that thing that is terribly unclean and smear it on your faces. That's what you're saying to me. That's what's happening in the way that you worship me. It's like this great disrespect in this life because you bring your second best. It's like smearing dung on someone's face. I've redeemed you. I've put you back in a relationship with myself. I've given my best to you. What's your response? Do you see the power and the impact of these words and the impact it will have on people who heard this message from God? The role of a priest was to maintain order, to help with the overseeing of the sacrificial system. But the role of a priest, and can I have that second slide, please, Andy, if I could, was to teach the people God's laws and God's covenant, as well as overseeing the sacrificial system. He was the one who mediated between God and people and taught them what they should be doing. Great responsibility of the priest. Because if the priest got off track, then it had great impact on people. And that's what was happening. The priests were allowing compromise. They weren't doing what God called them to do. Because this is the role of a priest. The lips of a priest ought to preserve knowledge. Because he's the messenger of the Lord Almighty, and people seek instruction of his mouth. I remember, well, I don't clearly remember, but many years ago I was at some conference or workshop and someone was teaching from this book of Malachi and read this particular verse and it struck me deeply. How organising pastoral ministry that stage, it struck me deeply the responsibility of priests, those in leadership, those who have oversight of God's people, to make sure that God's word is taught well and clearly. Because if you get off track in the teaching of God's word, it can have enormous consequences in the lives of people. I was impacted by a story that Maria's mother used to tell when she was studying in Sydney. Maria's mum and dad were pioneer missionaries in Bolivia. But she used to tell a story in Sydney about how a principal had come to one of the colleges and come from a liberal church background. He influenced his Bible college where he was teaching and changed the whole theology. And the people who graduated from that Bible college had a different way of looking at the Bible. And those people became ministers in the denomination that then lost its way. And generations of people have been affected because of that one man's influence in the lives of ministers who then influenced the whole denomination. Let me just change track for a moment and maybe I'm going to go back to the first slide. The last question, well, how does this apply to us? In our mobile society, people move around for all sorts of reasons. We change churches for all sorts of reasons. We change our job. Our job might be somewhere else, and so we move to town or suburb or district or country to find another church. Sometimes our stage of life changes, so our kids grow up and rather than being in a church that's a small or non-existing youth group, we'll find a fair or bigger youth group for our kids. Sometimes we think, oh, this church is really not meeting my needs, it's doing all sorts of things, the worship's no good, or the sound's too loud, or something's going on, and we think, oh, well, I need to find another church. Well, this morning, you might find yourself in that situation at some stage. How do you find a good church? How do you find a good church? Well, let me tell you this, and you can see where I get it's not a surprise to you. You can choose a church on all sorts of bases and its location. That's a good thing. It's good to have a local church where you can lead with God's people. A church is a gathering of God's people where there is some sense of teaching and instruction, where the sacraments are celebrated, where